Hello everyone. Good morning. Or is it good afternoon? It's Monday, January 19th, 2026. Welcome back to our little science corner. I'm your host, Ichino-ani. How was your weekend? Did you go outside and play? Or do you stay inside and read some books? I spent my whole Sunday reading this super cool paper about computers and math. I know, it sounds a bit nerdy. But trust me, it's really exciting stuff. Today I want to talk about a very special article from the world of machine learning. The title is How do you models here filling in the diffusions? You can find it at this scroll. Chaps, arXiv, or point out 601.10784. It's a bit of a mouthful. Right. Don't worry, I'm going to break it down so it's as easy as eating a slice of cake. So, what is this paper actually about? Imagine you want to draw a picture, but not just any picture. You want a computer to draw a really realistic picture of a cat, or maybe a futuristic city. To do this, scientists use something called diffusion models. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a close photo of a cat. Then you slowly add fog to it, more fog, and more fog, until you can't see the cat at all. It just looks that gray static on a television screen. Diffusion models learn how to reverse this process. They start at the static noise and slowly remove the fog, step by step, until poof, a brand new, clear picture of a cat appears. But here is the problem this paper is trying to solve. Usually, removing that fog takes a lot of small steps. If you rush it, the picture looks messy or blurry. It's like connecting the dots. If the dots are too far apart, your drawing looks all jagged and weird, right? So computers have to take tiny steps to make it look good. This takes a long time and uses a lot of computer power. Also, usually the bigger the picture is, or the more details it has, the harder it is for the computer. It's like drawing a simple stick figure is easy, but drawing a detailed portrait of a person with every single hair is really hard. In math language, we call this the dimension. Usually high dimensions make things very slow, but this new paper proposes a super clever method. They found a way to take bigger steps without messing up the picture. They use a special math trick called the collocation method. Basically, instead of guessing where the next tiny dot is, they use a smart formula to predict a smooth curve for the next few steps. It's like using a ruler to draw a straight line instead of trying to draw it freehand with a shaky hand. The best part, our method doesn't care how big or how dimensional the problem is. It only cares about the effective radius, which is kind of like saying, it doesn't matter how big the canvas is. It only matters how big the cat you are drawing is. This means they can create high-quality images much faster than before. They prove that they can get high accuracy with fewer steps, scaling polygonally instead of polynomially. That's just a fancy way of saying it's super-duper fast. Now, you might be thinking, ichino-ani, that sounds cool, but what does it mean for me? Or let me give you 3 examples of how this technology helps our everyday life. First, let's talk about image recognition and creation. You know those apps that can turn your selfie into a cartoon? For medical scanners that help doctors look inside your body, this technology can make those images much sharper and clearer, much faster. For doctors, this is huge. They use AI to look at Maria Court scans. With this new method, the AI could generate clearer images of organs or tumors, helping doctors find problems they might have missed before, and doing it quickly so patients don't have to wait long. Second, think about recommendation systems. When you're shopping online or watching videos on a streaming site, the computer suggests things you might like, right? Behind the scenes, the computer is trying to sample from a huge list of possibilities to find the best match for you. This is a high-dimensional problem because there are millions of products and videos. This new dimension-free method could help these systems work much faster and more accurately, so you get better movie recommendations on Friday night, without the app freezing or taking forever to load. Then third, let's look at autonomous driving or self-driving cars. A self-driving car needs to see the world around it. It takes data from cameras and sensors to understand where other cars and people are. This is like creating a 3D model of the world in real time, because the world is so complex, the dimension is very high. If the car's computer is slow, it might react too late. With this faster dimension-free sampling, the car can process the environment and predict what will happen next much more quickly. It can distinguish between a lamppost and a person crossing the street instantly, making the ride safer for everyone. So in summary, this paper is like finding a shortcut through a maze. Instead of taking tiny baby steps and getting tired, we can now take confident strides and get to the finish line. Perfect images are smart deductions. Much faster. It's a really big step forward for AI. Alright, that's all for today's lesson. I hope you found it interesting. Remember, math and science are hiding everywhere, even in the pictures you see on your screen. This is ichino-ani signing off. Have a wonderful Monday, everyone. See you next time.